Hey everybody, welcome to another esports stream. Oops, that's the wrong one, just a sec. There we go, that's a little better. Alright, so yeah, welcome to another Oakmont esports. On channel 1 right now, we are streaming League of Legends. On channel 2, we're streaming Overwatch. In this League of Legends match, we're playing against a school not too far away from us. It's the DaVinci High School Raptors out of, I think, Davis. UC Davis, or that little town there. Anyway, we're getting started. A little bit late. Had some players getting there a little late, but that's okay. Shout out to our opponents. Oh yeah, this is Raptors Red Team from DaVinci Charter Academy. Our opponents are Nick, Jacob, Antonio, Christopher, and Cynthia. Good luck to you all. On our side, we've got Akira, Jesus, Toby, Zach, and Kian. As you can see, we're a relatively inexperienced team. We got 2 veterans, kind of 2 newer players. I think our opponents have a plat mid laner, and then little kind of like lower level experienced players across the rest of the board. So it should be a pretty good, even fun match. Jumping over here, let's check out our draft, which is already underway here. So it does look like our opponents did some scouting and panned out Mollybear, Draven, and Lux. Bummer. At the same time, we're definitely banning out Trundle Jungle, and then I think we're trying to focus down some of the mid lane picks of their plat player. So, looks like we locked in Jhin for ADC, Rammus for jungle. Looks like they're going Aphelios ADC. I'm not too familiar with the Jhin versus Aphelios matchup. I feel like Aphelios scales and does more damage, a little more versatility, but Jin's got that range and kind of got that wave clear. So we'll see how that goes. All right, a Viego, possibly for the jungle on their team. That, as we know, if you can play a broad base of champions, that ulti can pop off in some late game team fights. Nope, they're going for Kayn instead. Silent but deadly. So let's see, it'll probably be, well, we'll find out if it's red Kayn or blue Kayn as that evolves. But getting a lot of mobility and trying to pick up some lane pressure and gank potential and make sure that we're on top of our game in terms of wards and vision control. Hey, it's been a long week, but hopefully you guys are having a good time. Check us out tomorrow. We may try to stream Super Smash once again directly from FireUp. By the way, shout out to our awesome sponsors, FireUp and Mobilytics, as well as our district for providing us awesome tech support. Whoa, Kale top lane. All right. As you guys know, one of the most hyper scaling of all champions you could possibly pick, and of course somebody that's also easily punished in the early game. We'll see if we have the ability to go do that and keep that Kale from scaling up as long as we can. Alright, banning out some mid lane picks, I think. I'm not sure why they banned the Yone, it's not one of our top picks. But maybe they're getting ready for a top lane matchup into Yone being potentially bad. And we are banning out support champs at this point, which I think is a good call, considering that's one of 2 things left for them to select. I kind of think we're going Xerath mid though, so the fact that they banned a Yone and a... what's the little assassin guy? Fizz. I think they think that our Xerath... well, maybe it's a Xerath support. I think it's a Xerath mid though. I think those last 2 bans may have just been wasted. I think it might be a brand support, or it could be a brand mid, I'm not sure. Either way, we got double control mages on the team for Oakmont. Hey, thanks for tuning in, everybody. By the way, if we finish this before Overwatch, we will raid our secondary channel. And if you're interested in checking out Overwatch instead, check out Oakmont Esports 2. Same channel with the 2 at the end. Alright, they still got their hook support in. On the Nautilus there. Oh, that was a Syndra we banned out. We're really targeting their mid laner. And it looks like it'll be Vex in the mid lane. Pretty reliable pick, relatively new champion, but I think people have had enough experience playing against Vex now to not be bewildered by that, so that's cool. Not fun for Diana to play in the Vex, although I think you can still end up bullying as long as you're careful about the fear. All right, and we are looking for our top lane pick, I believe. And I'm kind of expecting an Irelia, maybe. Oh, Mordekaiser. Okay, that'll do. Oh, yep, maybe Irelia? Irelia. Okay, cool, I was right. So yeah, we're sticking with our comfort picks. Being an inexperienced team, that's kind of the smart thing to do. While we're waiting for our couple minute delay here, let's go see what analytics has to say about this. All right, so on their team, it's lagging just a little bit. We don't have those last two picks confirmed in yet. Let's see. Oh, the champions are gonna get shuffled around here for a sec. I'm gonna refresh this. Open live game. There we go. Okay, so they might be new to Kale. This could be a new pickup. It looks like your jungler has a relatively low win rate and lower vision control, but is all over the place. Vision control later on, I should say. Yeah, looks like their mid lane and ADC are pretty high threat, and their ADC is rated pretty highly by Mobalytics there, including stealing the Herald, which as an ADC and not a jungler, I'm not even sure how that works. Maybe that person's off role for the time being. Yeah, you can see ranks here too. We've got an unranked, a bronze 2, a platinum 4, a silver 1, and a gold 3. So I would say Oakmont may be fighting a little bit uphill, but not such a big disadvantage that I think we're too worried about it. Just have a good game and see how this goes. Hey, while we're waiting, shout out to Oakmont Parents Club Boosters. Thanks for putting on a great event the other day. We had like vendor fair. Oakmont Esports was out there selling hot coffee on a cold rainy day, as well as we had 2 Nintendo booths open, just renting some game time, try to raise some funds. So appreciate Oakmont Parent Boosters Club. Thank you. Well, I think that's about it for a while. Let's see. Let's do some analysis here after a very short break. Let me figure out where my buttons are just a sec. There we go. All right, so what we're doing is we're rolling 1 minute ads. If you're on the YouTube replay, rolling a 1 minute ad break on Twitch. And the reason we do this is it disables the pre-roll. When we get a new viewer popping in, they won't get that ad right at the beginning of the thing. They'll have a little more time for that to kick in later. So basically, like, let's might as well do it while the spectator delay's on. Just to like transparently like try to describe how and why we're trying to stream this, because I'm still new to streaming, even after a couple years here. I watched my first LCS game in a long time. Finally had time to hop on the spin bike and check out a game. I was watching, I think, Cloud9 versus Team Liquid or somebody, and I think Cloud9 came out ahead after a kind of a slow start, so that was cool. It's fun to watch. Doesn't seem like the meta has changed too much overall since last season. I have not been keeping up with the pro scene this year. Season 12, I'm way behind. Only played about 2 of my ranked games too, and I think a lot of my students are in the same boat, just kind of keeping up with stuff. We have not been playing as much ranked as we'd like to. More like casual drafts and customs, which is okay. All right, here we go. Our spectator delay is up. Let's pop over to gameplay. And let's see, don't crash. Past couple weeks it has. I'm not sure why right on load it crashes. There we go. Okay, so far so good. All right, so here you can see player experience and mastery level. Wow, mastery level 7. Way to go. It looks like we're gonna have a wicked ADC duel down there. In the meantime, I think our mid laner is gonna be fighting for his life there against an opponent who has more experience in this game than our entire team combined. But that's okay. We got a scrappy group here, and they will be just fine, I'm sure. I am expecting to see Kane try to pop out a couple surprise ganks, more so than the Rammus, who relies kind of on... You can see it coming, but you just can't get away in time. I'm expecting bot lane to be pretty volatile. Oops, I'm sorry, let me switch some things around here. Okay, I think that's all set up correctly. I think that the engage on Vex is gonna eventually start to trump the long-range artillery fire coming off the Xerath, but hopefully Xerath plays an aggressive poke lane. Oh no! It's gonna be a disaster! Hook's coming out. I'm glad that we're able to rotate down there and punish a little bit, because that's no fun. Oh, we gotta protect that ADC. Okay, run. Good, group of 4 now. Yeah. Good attempt for some quick cheese and collapse there by our opponents. I think our ADC... Whoa, we should not be that far up. Holy cow, what are we doing? That's so risky. The Brand could get picked off right there. Oh, maybe it's Brand mid and Xerath support. Interesting. Okay. I don't know if that was a quick lane swap on our part or what. I know that both of those players can flex either way. It does seem like Xerath is going in support this time. That's okay. It looks like a nice strong leash starting red side, whereas our own jungler is starting with no leash on Raptors. Indicates they might be going for a quick level 3 gank on the Kale, would be my guess there. And then kind of recalling to hit the blue side of the map. That means that our wave will need to push out. Good, looks like people are playing towards... Oh man, that's the second time we gotten hooked there by that support. We gotta be more careful with that. A little bit of long range poke coming, but Vex can shrug that off, that's for sure. Nothing significant yet. Ooh, nice follow up with a level 2 power play there. Their mid laner knows their stuff and abused even that tiny advantage to get a little bit of a health lead right there. Well played. Wow! Flash stun, and that is first blood. That is the 3rd hook landed by that Blitzcrank. We gotta respect that range there. And nice Vex combos lining up once again there. I think our Xerath is gonna figure this out at some point, but in the meantime, it's gonna be a pretty rough lane. Blitzcrank there threatening from the bush. ADC with a little more experience, respecting that difference. Aurelia going in. Not stacked, but against a Kale just doesn't really matter, right? So kind of even trade for health. Ward goes into Raptors. They're going to try to track our jungler here. I'm surprised. Well, I guess not. With Aurelia pushing, that would be really hard gank to land. Man, that 1-2 punch coming in from the Vex. That is well played once again. And we need to be, playing behind minion waves. I hope that we are respecting the Blitzcrank hook. Blitzcrank coming wide around, trying to angle for a clean shot there. And with our wave being thinned and taken down so fast, if we don't poke this down fast, that is the thing that's going to happen. Yep. So a ton of threat. Gonna have to recall once this wave is caught. And of course, our opponent's best thing here is just keep hard pushing, while our ADC has to take a recall. Ooh, just kidding. Our ADC died. Alright, shout out to our opponents in bot lane, and it's kind of a high pressure area to be in. I don't think that we want to send our Rammus into this either. I think this is just a grab, crab, and recall. Gets pinged out there when our jungler uses the little bit of extra vision there. Not Cinder Cone, not Blast Cone, what's that called? You know, the wave thing that shows where you are on the map, gives away a ton of information. That thing. Alright. Coming in for a gank on mid. It's not an opportune gank, but maybe we can nonetheless get some pressure out here. With Vex's mechanics and the fear though, are able to send him running and takes a little chunk out of our jungler. Let's see, does not buy our mid laner enough pressure there to get last hit. And top lane may be the only place here where we're actually dominating. Xerath CS way down, oh just kidding, Xerath is support, my bad. There we go. Brand support is way down on mid. Same thing with our ADC. Top lane, we have a bit of an advantage. Oh, sorry, messing up auto cam. My bad. Pretty big range on some of that there. Oh no, we got a hook, we got a hook, we got a hook. Uh-oh. Well, getting some return damage. That wasn't too bad. Here comes the Kayn. I like how safe our mid laner's playing. Wasn't too far from tower when that happened. Kayn, of course, pretty dangerous if you're out of position when that comes in, because they can come through some weird angles there. Not a giant threat yet at this level. Irelia is shrugging off pretty much any damage from Kayle at this point in the game. Things will change later. Alright, nice dodge. Toby's learning the ropes there, playing against a Vex. Probably doesn't have a ton of experience with that yet. And we gotta stay out of that Blitzcrank range. That is killing us. And kills going over consistently to the Aphelios too. This is not good. At this point, we're able to force their jungler out of the Dragon Pit, but don't have enough pressure in either bot lane or mid to be able to actually push that fight. So they will regroup right there once we leave, and they opponents should be able to get first dragon. So again, like winning right now in top lane, although Kayle's gonna scale. And I think losing the other lanes here pretty decisively so far. And we might be just banning out hook supports across the board next to me. Like ban out Pike, ban out Leona, ban out Blitzcrank, unless they first pick, in which case we're kind of in trouble there. And third kill goes over, so at this point, bot lane is getting pretty out of control. It's not looking good for our late game scenario. And that was a roam up by mid to even out top lane there. Was that picked out, opponent missing? We'll check later. Nice roam by mid there, well timed. And this, I think, is not gonna go well for us. I don't think we have the damage follow-up here, and I'm worried that our jungler just dies in order to try to even out the pressure on this. Does put pressure on our opponent's lane, but you know, soaks up a big chunk of our jungler's health to be able to kind of buy them some breathing room while their support is backing. Ooh, flash hook on the Xerath. They're really punishing that support and going for it. Did they overplay this time? No, I think maybe not the best time to burn flash. In the contest over the Scuttle Crab though, with the fed mid laner here, our jungler does go down. So maybe kind of not enough mid pressure to be able to do anything. In the meantime, Kayn is up in blue side jungle. And ooh, almost feeding here, with our support just getting repeatedly hooked and stunned up. Their Blitzcrank finding some really clean angles, coming through the cover of the bushes there to be able to mess with vision. And have a bigger threat than our side is actually respecting. So first game, not going well for Oakmont at all. Not to say it's like super lopsided yet, we can still come back from this. It's about a 4k gold deficit at 8 minutes, which is big, but not insurmountable if this suddenly turns around here. Level differences are within about 1 for each lane. Well, except for support. Alright, able to force out a jungle, although a lot of the camps have been stolen at that point, and you will see that CS difference on the Kayn and Rammus match start to increase because of that. Ooh, ulti used. Not enough to kill, is enough to send our mid laner recalling. Let's see what happens here. If anything happens mid. Oh, that hook comes in again, and our support is gonna get stomped again. We gotta stop doing that. Alright, and wait. There's fights everywhere. Fighting top lane, fighting mid lane. Looks like the mid lane fight, the Vex was able to successfully disengage. Ooh, and the Kayn comes out on top in that duel. With Kayle catching up in CS as well. Denying a big wave as this is going to crash on tower while our top laner is down. Top laner does not have teleport. Kayn is stealing camps and directly engaging our jungler right in the bush there. With action in all 3 lanes. They might take the Kayn, but the Kayn should die as a result of this. On the other hand, we are low in at least 2 spots, and we get a shutdown on the Vex. Let's go, Oakmont! That is the Berserkers right there. Always scrappy. I don't think we want to even go up and check this bush though. That Nautilus hook, sorry, Blitzcrank hook, the thing I'm afraid of at this point. Oh, a little bit of leash assistance. for the low health Rammus. And hopefully we're stabilizing some lanes here. That was a nice clean fight there. I think the Kane definitely overextended. And we're able to just collapse and punish that pretty well. Oh, the speed on that guy. All right, hook misses. Actually won that little trade there. That's good. With 6 combined kills and 6 combined deaths in bot lane though, just because we won a trade does not mean we're out of the woods by any means. And we don't want to engage in mid there. It looks like Kale is scaled up enough now too where she can take the Aurelia, which is all too soon for my comfort. I wish that would have happened quite a bit later, you know, more like level 11 or something. Oh, and that is so much damage on the Brand. He escapes barely with his life. And let's see if the Rammus is going to pick up that CS in mid lane or not, or just keep on going. Blitzcrank lurking with the hook there in the bush. Alright, good. Jungler's at least taking the CS. Might as well, right? Vex doing a pretty good job trying to zone them off that farm, but that's fine. It's weird to see our ward die all of a sudden. Did they scan that? Alright, second Drake going over to DaVinci. And again, this is Oakmont Berserkers versus DaVinci's Raptors Red. Alright, full clear completed by Rammus. Aurelia's bugging out. 2 of our players resetting. Actually, almost all of our players resetting. I wonder if they've made a tactical decision or the timing just happens to be right. Okay, Aurelia canceled. She's going to farm up instead. A little bit of a dodge there. And that long-range poke is starting to hurt. This has switched from a short-range melee matchup Aurelia can win to a long-range one where we're not winning off the bat. Having to retreat is just pretty crappy there. Roam coming up. Opponent missing. Opponent missing. No, on my ways. On my ways. Oh, and that is definitely a dead top laner. In the meantime, do we have the numbers advantage in mid here? Does not look like it. One of ours down. It's now an even 2v2. There is a lot of health there. Are we going to tunnel vision in? Wow, the Vex is already there. She TP'd in. And this fight is going to go against us here. In fact, that Xerath better back up at this point. There's going to be a hook and some more damage. All right, good, good, good. Got to stay behind the tower, use the range. Oh, no! And the damage is still coming in. And, yeah, the Blitzcrank walks out of range of the Jhin ulti trying to save his teammate there. That hook is just a little bit longer than Kian recognizes every single time. If game 2 is going to go any better, we definitely need to learn from this first game here. Alright, so things are not looking good at this point. Gold lead has grown to a 7k differential, and third Drake should be up in just a couple minutes here, at which point our opponents will be on soul point. One of the possible ways they could close out the game. No towers have fallen, surprisingly, but the kill differential and the gold differential is pretty stunning. Oh, here comes another kill. Yep. And teleport has now just become a bit more versatile. Our support cannot go toe-to-toe with somebody 5 levels up. In fact, I don't think our support can do anything except run. Exactly. Yeah. Even running to a towers, the 3 opponents there, one of which has a hook, is pretty risky. So our jungler is now trapped. Kane's coming in. Rammus is pretty tanky. Might be able to escape to safety there. Maybe still escape. No. Okay, not escape. Yeah, okay. Nothing like a armored turtle to get to safety. Ooh, hook misses, but the engage on Vex doesn't. And Vex goes under tower to take that, but escapes with plenty of health. This is brutal here. Oh, and Kale has hit level 11. The wave clear has just gone from bad to worse. And not enough tower damage to take out the Kane. I do like that they were trying to hide under tower to do that. This is a pretty rough game at this point. What I'd like to see from Oakmont at this point is just basically playing it safe, getting their CS, keeping towers alive, and then waiting for like a good team fight to be able to get a numbers advantage and get some shutdown goals. Continuing to get picked off one by one here is maybe not the way we need to go. Because at this point we're going to start to get boxed into our own base. And even just going out and jungling is going to be pretty much impossible. Nice offensive ward by... Ooh, that's a Xerath ulti. Pretty well targeted. Oh, got it! Shut down. Very nice. Sorry, was that a Jhin or a Xerath or both? That might have been a well-coordinated both to be able to pull that off. Anyway, decent amount of shutdown gold going over. I like it. Getting a little vision back. I like that too. A couple wards we're probably never even going to notice placed deep in lanes though, just to spot us as we kind of try to rotate around. We are gonna get ganked again here, and it will not be enough to keep our yeah. All right, so we got a little bit of control over bot side. Dragon's coming up. I say we don't go for it. I almost think DaVinci just wants to waste time and kill a couple people while they tech out our whole top lane. With Kayle now in super scaling, ultra terrifying mode. Yeah, I would say this is not the thing we want to be doing. We're basically just damaging the dragon to give it over. And feeding him some kills too. Rammus goes in. Is the T... Oh! You know what? One thing Berserkers are is scrappy. That wasn't a terrible fight, right? Like, that was not that bad. This could go either way at this point. This is so close. Oh, and reinforcements have arrived for the other team. It does go south, but I saw potential there, right? Like a little bit more targeted fire, and that could have gone the other way. I still think the dragon was just a death trap, though. They did pull in basically all of their characters to help out with that fight, though, and Kayle's now just super farming. Kayle is on 2 items and boots. Not a ton of kills. Looks like 2 items for most of the Fed players and our opponents. 1 item working towards the second on our team, so that gold differential is showing substantially in terms of the power that champions can bring to bear at this point in time. Alright, super fast blitzcrank goes in for the hook. Is the follow-up damage there? It is not. So we're able to get 1 counter kill there and get a 2nd counter kill there, and that might buy us enough time to get some pressure back on the board. Objective bounties are available too for Oakmont. And I guess I've never really watched Rammus clear before. He just kind of farms up with damage from his shell. That's cool. And at this point, the Aurelia is going to get punished for basic farming. And is pretty far away from a tower in case she needs to run backwards. So with a 13 KO versus a level 11 Aurelia, there is 0 chance she wins that duel in a 1v1, which is an issue. And again, 0 chance we win against a 3 level up Vex here too. So I appreciate that our jungler is retreating. I underestimated the tankiness of this jungler once before. Let's see if they can pick off a Kane in the meantime. I don't think they can. I think we disengage from this fight. Although that may not be the way of the students, right? Like, Berserker playstyle is fight those messy skirmishes. We'll see. And DaVinci doing a pretty good job pushing out all 3 waves, putting pressure especially on mid, and is willing to tank that with the support. Just to be able to take that tower down a little bit faster, not even waiting for the wave to show up. Oh, and the hook lands again. Mid laner goes down. Kane trying to get across there. May have tunnel visioned, but I think our team is too weak to really do a whole lot about it. Kayle ulti comes out, saves that teammate. And Yep, our front line is gone. Not counting the Aurelia. Well, I mean, maybe the Aurelia doesn't count at this point. So there's not a whole lot we can do here until they go in for that second round of turrets. Now, with 3 champions on low health and 3 of our champions still up, it is possible we could get some picks here. And it looks like the Aurelia ult goes in to try to buy some time and space for our ranged champions to do that. They're not able to land nearly enough damage, and the hook from Blitzcrank once again devastating. Blitzcrank, MVP of the game, no doubt about it. Let's see, and Blitzcrank, let's see, shout out to Nick from DaVinci Charter Academy. So well played, everybody. Rammus going in for that suicidal defense with ADC behind him. May have enough damage. Yep. Will find a counter kill there, and a nice shutdown goes to our ADC. We're not out of this yet. Not completely anyway. Our opponent's taking the chance to reset. And we have a full team back on the map here. I suppose the silver lining is we're getting that extra farm from those super minions coming on over. Not sure that counteracts like loss of access to our jungle under such levels of pressure, but is what it is. Pretty good vision by DaVinci there, getting those forward wards, walking right by him. We're probably getting pinged out right and left here, whether verbally or actual pings. No, Oakmont is not winning. We are red. Hey, thanks for tuning in though. Yeah, Oakmont is basically in desperate base defense mode at this point. And we cannot take almost any of their champions in a fair 1v1 fight. We're looking for those like 1v2s to try to pick some stuff up and keep the pressure off our base. If you check out that top slider bar there, DaVinci's blue, they are 30 to 12 on kills. They're about 9k ahead in gold. There's 7 towers ahead, and they've got 3 drakes. Aurelia ult misses coming out on an unsuspecting Kayle there. Kayle's ulti comes out as a counter to that, and Kayle's able to take that, having scaled up so far. Rammus going in on the front line trying to disrupt. I don't think the follow-up damage from Oakmont is there to get any kills. Are able to put some damage down, but not enough to do anything. And with all 5 players down, that ace, that means that this is game. It'll be mere seconds here until DaVinci takes the Nexus. So good game, well played. Hopefully game 2 goes a little better for Oakmont, and stay tuned, we'll be back with that second game in just a couple minutes. Oh, just kill the Nexus, guys, come on. Alright, there we go. GG. Hey, some quick post-game stats. Let's see what Mobilix says about this. Let's see, do we have post-game stats? Not supported, darn. Okay, well, there's post-game. Let's see, go back to... Nope, just kidding. No, just kidding, this one. And I will get back into second game here in just a sec. So, going back to post-game here. You can see our top laner went about even. Mid laner picked up a couple. ADC picked up a couple. But in general, their team consistently getting more kills and assists than ours, as well as more CS with that big differential there. So, let me get out of here, and I'll bring you guys back with match 2.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Warden. Yeah. Alright. So, yeah. Alright.
everybody. All right, hopefully you guys got some water break, bathroom break here. We're partway through draft and we'll jump over that in just a sec. Had some thoughts in between games here. First thought I had was, if we know we're going from a fairly aggressive early game champion like Aurelia into a Kale, that we need to really slow push that and keep that wave in a favorable place until our jungler can just basically path right into that and gank at level 3. So I was thinking, as long as our jungler is self-starting at Raptors, we could just do Raptors, red, Krugs, level 3 gank. And hopefully that wave is still in a neutral enough place that we can punish the Kale early on and get the Aurelia far enough ahead to keep the Kale from, scaling up to exceed the Aurelia pre-11. Like post level 11, I'm not sure what the Aurelia is going to do. But pre-level 11, the Aurelia should be able to abuse that lane. Second thing we got to do is we got to ping out when their mid laner goes missing. Because a couple of successful roams there were able to punish top where we should have had an advantage. And then last thing, of course, is we gotta get our flex player, our support, just more experience playing against a hook champion. Because our support, who is a flex player, basically doesn't ever run into that in day-to-day affairs. All right, let's jump over and see how draft is going. Let's see. All right, so far we've had 2, maybe even 3 bans target out their mid laner, target out Aphelios. They continue to spend those high priority bans on our ADC, our mid laner, and our top laner, picking out kind of all of our comfort picks there. And something kind of interesting going on in that they've got a Kale and a Nasus, 2 normally top lane champions, but both known as hyperscaling. Oh, you know what? It looks like we deliberately selected Blitzcrank after banning the other hook champion there. So we're definitely going for that. We got Toby back on Ahri. That should be good. Jesus does have some experience on Trundle, unless that's a Trundle top lane. That might be. And they're going for a pretty aggressive pick on the Lucian. We'll see if that is a Veigar mid. Oh, you know what? It could be a Nasus jungler. A little bit interesting, but definitely in the same realm of hyperscaling the way Kale is. So as long as they survive early game, they should have an advantage in late game by doing that. Whereas we're doing the exact opposite. We're going to play to some early strengths here. Xin Zhao jungle. Jesus is going to be able to play a little bit more aggressive. That should be good. Gank some early lanes. Try to keep at least 1 or 2 lanes ahead. And we're going for a fairly classic bot lane with the Ashe Blitzcrank duo. And let's see, Hecarim jungle. Okay, so that's a Veigar support on their side, probably. Veigar mid. Oh, it's a Nasus support. Okay. That's interesting. That'll be a very different dynamic than last time. Real question is, do we even want to hook the Nasus? I think you want the Nasus as far back away from you as possible. Hopefully we're going to be hooking the Lucian and can find some good angles on that, the same way they did to us last game. So, should be an interesting match. I would like to see Xin Zhao gank the Kale pretty early on if possible. See if my team comes up with the same conclusions or not. And with the CC coming off the Trundle, that should totally be possible. As for the Ahri versus Veigar, Veigar obviously outscales there as well. Ahri should be able to contain that and keep up with CC in the mid lane as long as Ahri doesn't get poked out too soon. So I think Ahri at level 3 should be able to give the Veigar a run for the money at least. Our bot lane is going to have to play pretty safe and pretty balanced until they land a hook on the Lucian. Because that just straight up brute of a melee support is a very interesting concept here. And they could probably, once Nasus is scaled up, they could probably run down and tower dive and do all kinds of crazy things. But until that happens, I feel like our bot lane has a small advantage both through range and CC. So we'll see what comes up with that. Anyway, if you guys haven't taken a quick walk around water break, I encourage you to do that. We'll be back in about 1 minute here once we get through that stream delay. Alright, back at you. We got about 30 seconds left on the streaming delay, and then we'll jump in the second game here. While we're waiting, what games have you all been playing? Drop in chat. I've been playing Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Nice, relaxing, chill game to play, like, 9 p.m. when I'm tired, going to bed. Basically get to design your own warship from the 1890 to 1940 period, build a whole fleet, and play out a campaign. It's pretty fun. Good single player, game's still in alpha, but it's pretty well polished. They just haven't added all the other campaigns and mechanics yet. Anyway, what are you guys all playing? Let me know. Alright, looks like the game should be loading up here momentarily. Hey, thanks for any subs or donations you guys get. A lot of that money will go towards our streaming PC upgrades. Right now it's on some antique solid state disks. Those things have a finite lifespan and we're at that lifespan. So we're getting some crashed hard drives and we need some money to replace that. So if you guys support our channel, that's where that money goes eventually. It's right back into our program, so appreciate it. Alrighty, so Oakmont is blue team this time. We're starting on the bottom left of the map. Looks like our opponents are running out for that 5 point, and it looks like we are doing the same. We're not going for that level 1 Blitzcrank cheese. I thought we might be. Oftentimes if you start Blitzcrank, you sneak up along the river, you try to hook somebody, you have the whole team go in for that early first blood. I think that our team probably really just hasn't practiced that kind of cheese before. But I do love me some level 1 cheese, so that's something we'll probably put on our to-do list once we get experience in all the fundamentals we need. Maybe by this time next year, we'll be seeing some crazy level 1 plays. Just blood all over the map, everybody dying, total insanity. 3 fights wrapped up even before the minions spawn. That's my preferred way to start a game. And I kind of think Ari should just throw a Q out, right? Like, Mana's gonna recharge, might as well. Looks like the Hecarim is not getting leashed by Kale. Meanwhile, we will be leashing our Xin Zhao, so Xin Zhao will be pathing top. I like it. I hope to see that gank, like I mentioned before. Ooh, a W first on the Ari, right? I think that is on meta at this point. I've seen a couple pro players do that recently. I always went Q first for the wave clear, maybe the meta's different. Anyway, don't doubt Toby's Ari. That's one of his 2 preferred champions, and he can go toe-to-toe with my Diana in mid lane any day, and it's not usually a good matchup for the Ari, so that's cool. Looks like we're letting ourselves get zoned a little bit by the Nasus. Definitely playing a little afraid. And that is a Comet on the Nasus, just to get that extra little bit of poke. That's an interesting build. This is basically just a zoning build at this point until he levels up a little later. Looks like the Lucian is taking advantage of passive, kiting around, doing some damage between abilities. Yeah, that's just a straight up poke Nasus. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. First hook misses. You're coming in for the punish. Should be able to do that. Our support kind of just tanking a couple shots there on behalf of our ADC, who's still in good health. Yep, shouldn't be a problem. Is denying CS though. Lost a couple that time around. Ari is pushed in by the Vigar, which is interesting. That's, I guess, what happens when you don't go Q first. Ashe going in for a tiny bit of poke. Not enough to really matter or put some pressure on him yet. Still missing some CS here. So maybe just a little bit flustered, because usually Zac is on that. There we go. At least drops an ability to pick up that cannon. That's cool. And our jungler is just waiting to pick off this Vigar. If Ari lands an E, that'll certainly be the thing that happens. Oh, the E just misses! It was so close! Like, in my mind, that hit too. I totally would have also thrown that out. Darn it, because that's a big old wave crashing right there too. It would have been really nice to kill the Vigar at that point. The timing on that was great. It was so close. And Nasus just going in and dealing some damage. Xin Zhao coming in for a gank. Should be able to pick off the Nasus. Let's go, first blood, Oakmont! All right. Oh, counter gank coming in, counter gank coming in. Don't chase, don't chase, don't. Well, chase. Yeah, chase. Okay. Flash comes out. And this game is looking way different than the first time through. And it is, what is it? 3 kills for 1. Oakmont. All around, well done skirmish. Can the Xin Zhao punish anything? I don't think so. By the way, pretty good warding on the bot side there. They have full vision. Uh-oh. Gotta run. Did Vigar TP down to do that? Oh, and Vigar goes down to the tower shot. Too greedy. By the way, I would have taken that dive too. But, yeah. Too greedy. Alright, there we go. Got a little more wave clear. Now, how is top lane going? I haven't even checked yet. Looks dead even on CS. Pings coming out on warnings coming in from Hecarim. Okay, nice. So actually Trundle is far enough back. That's not crazy. That's good. Ash taking some ranged poke there and doing the same, dishing it right back. Turns out coming in for a possible gank. Trying to get a repeat gank, which is of course really punishing if you can pull that off. And I think we need to focus fire just to bring down the Nasus, which we did. Okay, and Hook comes in. Okay, and maybe we can even get their mid laner caught out here in a 3v2. All right, Hook comes in. Is the follow-up damage there? Should be enough to take out our support, but we get a mid laner in the process. I'm sorry, that wasn't our support. That was our jungler, right? Oh no, that was our ADC. Okay, I don't know if we want to trade an ADC for mid laner, but that's okay. Hecarim, meanwhile, lurking, stealing some jungle, knowing the Xin Zhao is on the bot side of the map, doing that efficient cross-map play and stealing out some farm. Let's see, Smite used there to speed up the clear. Ahri should be hard shoving this wave. Why is she letting that freeze? Okay, kill. There we go. Okay, good. Plenty of mana. Might as well use those abilities. Does not want to get caught in a cage under tower, but I like that the wave is pushed in. It's unfortunate it wasn't just a little bit faster. Level 6 is not there yet. So with the CC on the cage, plus Hecarim, Flash is burned, and it is not enough. That's almost the time when you just roll over and die. Because there's no going out of the cage, plus a Hecarim who hasn't even used his speed boost yet. Pre-level 6, level 6 Ahri, that changes everything. Hecarim also stealing quite a few camps here. Ahead in farm, our jungler, not concerned by that, doing exactly what our jungler is supposed to do, which is to gank lanes early and get our laners ahead, which bot lane, unlike last game, has a comfortable lead. So very nice. Hecarim coming in though. Can we zone? Is it going to be a smite fight? If they take out our jungler, they can be ahead on smite, and we do not want to contest dragon at this point. We're also going to lose pretty much everything at this point. Yeah, alright. First straight goes over to them, and they're almost up to even up kills in that exchange. Unfortunate.
Red team has slain the dragon.
And I'm glad Ahri did not engage. Yeah, just stay and push mid, play safe, hug the left side of your lane, all that good stuff. Can they take a plate off this? That's the real question. Is that dragon is nice and all, but it's that 160 gold. And yeah, they will get at least 1 plate. They're going for 2. Not gonna get the second one. I think maybe get 1 and recall would be my guess here, but I'm not sure. Alright, Xin Zhao at least picking up red. Not a whole lot of other camps going, so might as well come in for a second attack on them. I think the giveaway here is our laners are playing fairly aggressive. Hook misses, is not gonna go through. Might still be enough to freeze and pick up their ADC with another kill here, which is nice. Ahri, in the meantime, is pretending like they're missing from lane. I kind of like the vision denial of that. I'm not sure we want to let this wave push all the way to us though, right? Yep. Oh, Ahri's seen. Okay, bummer. And Ahri is caged too. Will the damage come down on top or no? Okay, 13-second cooldown on that E, right? And Hecarim is hovering. Trundle is going to contest this scuttle. And it's going to do a good chunk of damage to Hecarim. I don't think they want to run into that though and fight the Kayle as well. So our mid laner does not have the lane prow for this, and I think we lose this fight, especially if we tunnel vision. Especially if Kayle's ulti comes down. We definitely lose this now. At this point we just kind of want to flash out. Yeah, okay, I think the warning signs were there that we lose that fight, and we went in anyway. Which is fine. I like that our team plays scrappy. That's cool. Ooh, nice over the wall. Pretty good skill shot. Nice chunk of damage on the Vygar there. At this point though, concern is we got a flanking Hecarim. He's low on health. He'll probably recall after he dual clears these. That is a very aggressive... Oh no! I was gonna say, that is a very aggressive clear there. Oh. Oh no, Mouse died. That's not good. I'm glad that it's Mouse died and not Tilted Jungler. That'd be even worse. Yeah, I've done that too. I think I did it in a ranks game once. Died to a camp. So embarrassing. It happens to everybody though, it's cool. I like the aggressive speed clear though. Alright, Vygar is stacking some health back up. Is that... Oh, that's just potions. Okay. Nice, got the farm. Alright, what's happening bot lane here? Big wave crashing. Definitely don't want to die during this wave crashing. Uh-oh, second pause? No, just a little bit of lag. Okay. Alright, clearing out some vision. Always a good thing to do. That wave should bounce back. Rift is up. You know, it's been surprisingly not big on Rift Heralds this game. Or last game. Ashe getting a little poke. Nasus is how terrifying at this point. Let me see if I can I check that? 437 whatevers. I'm not sure how that works exactly. I haven't played Nasus. I just know late game Juggernaut is unstoppable. Not to mention the Kale right behind him putting out damage and... Ooh! Nice arrow. Pretty good. Burn Splash in the process. And this repeat gank strategy is the way to go. Our support eating most of the damage coming out of Lucian, and that allows a clean counter kill by our other two players. Hecarim is pathing bot side though, and with our laners so pushed up and the Xin Zhao probably pathing back in river very predictably there, this does give the opportunity for the Hecarim to damage the level 8 versus level 6. Xin Zhao is scrappy though. I don't know. I don't know who wins that, especially with our Ashe rotating up. Ashe's R is on cooldown, nonetheless. I think Zach can get there in time to turn that. So yeah, I think good call on Hecarim's part. Kind of psyching us out, but then retreating. Ooh, and good call on Hecarim's part, finding an ADC caught out in our own jungle. Ooh, does the flash let Ashe live? Nautilus bravely giving his life to protect our ADC long enough for her to get a recall off. She will not though. And that is an easy dive. Bummer. Lots of pressure bot side, and we are putting more meat into the grinder here with our jungler coming down a little too late to help out. So that is now the fight that has put DaVinci Raptors Red ahead of Oakmont Berserkers. And both in gold from tower plating here, and actually finally from kills as well. And it looks like they should be able to get first tower on bot side here, as it's going to take us a while to get back to lane. Meanwhile, the Ahri is in threat range from Vygar. One good cage and our mid laner is dead, and I like that Ahri is taking a recall even if it means missing a wave. Vygar will undoubtedly be hard pushing this next one in. A lot of pressure bot side. I think we win this though. Engage is clean. One goes down. Hecarim engages too soon, I think. I think that the counter damage isn't going to be there. And I think that was an overextension on our opponent's part. Oakmont capitalized on that well, and has narrowed that gap in gold, as well as put us back ahead in kills once again. Nice scrappy fight there. Good, well-timed collapse on the overextended support. Oh, and what is that? That is a good use of a blast cone. That's a good use of a charm defensively. Is this another successful collapse? Let's go, Oakmont! All right, and a nice shutdown worth 650 gold goes over to Xin Zhao, our jungler, who is woefully behind in farm and doing fantastic in kills and assists, which is exactly what we would expect there of our veteran and our team captain, Jesus. All right, and come back on the board with an objective here. Hecarim comes in. Is he gonna clean this up? I kind of think we fight this. It's too late to fight this now, that's for sure. Never mind. Never mind. All right, so 2 kills picked up there for some indecision. I think you can't disengage from the high-speed horseman. Ooh, that is a good recall there, just barely gets that off on the side. Our bot side jungle is totally invaded. With that tower down and our mid lane under quite a bit of pressure. Ooh, Ahri walks right into that wall. And ulti comes out, Veigar doing a massive amount of burst damage, takes out our mid laner. Let's see, Trundle unable to defend the ward there, but does push Kayle back while farming up. And Trundle is, you know, kind of even with Kayle at this point, which is not what you want. Kayle, of course, being pretty devastating later. Hecarim, this time, doing that dual clear with plenty of health. Farming very efficiently. And Xin Zhao's, that's a Gore Drinker on Xin Zhao, right? So, lots of lifesteal. Got some, pretty normal builds it looks like for most of these players. Sorry, auto cam is off there for a sec. Just bumped it. Ooh, and that might be enough burst to take the Ahri out once again. Ahri's probably gonna have to burn ulti. Ooh, brutal fight there, bot lane. Veigar overextends, and we're able to take that counter kill there, but at the cost of lost ADC in top side, I believe. And our jungler is probably frustrated by the level of invasion happening, as well as getting picked out. Kayle ulti being used to keep that alive while our support gets dove. Good timing on the ultis from the Kayle, by the way. And I think Ahri's E gets stopped by a minion there. Is able to keep that tower alive for the time being. Should be able to, is ulti up for Ahri? Let me check. Ulti's down. Okay, I was gonna say, might be able to get a clean engage on the Lucian there. He's at fairly low health. But it looks like ulti's down, so that makes sense. And at this point, our Trundle is low and needs to get out of there because they're at risk of being dove. Lucian could be face checking and does! Alright, nice pickup. That was a little ambitious to be that far forward. But I could say the same about our top laner. Is our team there to save? No, they are not. And meanwhile, our opponents are picking up Rift Herald. Is our jungler going to do anything about this? I hope not. I hope we let this objective go. Oh, and they actually get disrupted on that. So they may be forced to step away for too long. Oh, a lot of damage coming out. Luckily, our jungler is tanky enough to deal with it. And let's see if we can hook this champion, though. Oh! Nice dodge there. I like that our Blitzcrank closed to like closer range, but still, Veigar was able to just outthink that a little bit, dodge to the side. That is, of course, their plat player on their team. Veigar doing very well, by the way, with 10-4 and 2 and 119 CS. Is Hook back up? Need this Hook defensively, maybe? Hook misses. At this point, ooh, we're engaging on the Veigar. I don't think we have the damage to finish that. I think we're going down. Okay, I think switching targets was a bad idea. I think we got to go for the Hecarim. Flash burn. Trundle fighting defensively. Ashe coming out. Couple tower shots. Is it enough to take down the Nasus? No, Nasus is a juggernaut at this point, even at level 9. Very low on health though. But us sticking around to fight that is just causing problems. Ahri kind of keeping the Kayle at bay, at least for now. Although that's a 11 versus 11 fight, Kayle wins. Not to mention, well, pretty even on items. Yeah, Ahri's doing it. Should be able to at least keep that wave bouncing off the tower just fine, right? Vision. Alright, so this game's been going a lot better than the last game. But I think we are starting to see the tables turn. And that late game comp by our opponents is going to be incredibly hard to deal with. Kill has to burn flash. Spins out flashes as well. Ulti comes in. At this point, the Hecarim is going to be able to sweep up the Ahri, who has almost no hit points, and just goes down almost instantly to that. I kind of hope they overextend. No, we're doomed. Ooh! The Hecarim got our player carried through the cage. I don't think our tower is going to provide nearly enough safety for their Hecarim for us to not be dove there. Ooh, and that Ashe arrow just barely misses. That was so close. It was well played, Zach. Almost got that. And yeah, we're in like tower defense mode at this point. That gives them more than enough pressure to pick up this Drake. Should go uncontested. Even though we have vision on that, it would be insane to try to engage or fight that with anything except like that suicidal jungler dive. Yeah. Alright. Good job. Well played, Kian. We got that cross map play there.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, was that Akira? Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyway, good cross map play. Cleaning out our own jungle. Not knowing that they got a pretty deep ward in and are probably tracking where we're at. Kale going to speed push. You can see her moving into position up there. Should be able to shove that wave hard towards our other side pretty quickly. And meanwhile, they're keeping the pressure on mid. They're definitely going for this mid tower as their next pickup. Alright, let's see if the CC comes in. Should be enough to take the Nasus down, I think. Is it enough to follow up anything past that? No, we go 1 for 1. Hecarim's coming into a flank. This is very dangerous for Ahri. And our Xin Zhao goes down as well. I don't think that we get out of here. Ooh, that might be a pickup. Okay, unfortunate. Blast Cone did not realize he was going right onto our prime form of CC. Did not have vision there, that's fine. Ahri recalling to get back in base to a better position. Blitzcrank is going to have to play very defensively behind the tower, and we're definitely going to lose this mid inhib, given that we got a couple death timers going and stuff. Should be back out on the map momentarily, though, to defend the main part of the base. And our opponents might consider a recall at this point, right? I think. Are they making the call for Baron? What are they doing? Huh. Okay. I would have thought that would have been a clean point to recall. Oh, there we go. They're just getting to a safe point. That's cool. Gotta respect the ability to mess up a recall. Check some Discord real quick. Alright. Sounds like our Overwatch stream has ended. Oh, hey, Jake. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Oh, hey, thanks for raiding, IHS. Appreciate it. Alright. So, let's see. We got tower defense. Mid is down. The chase is on. The hard CC locks up, and there goes our top laner. Vanishes like a fart in the wind. And there's vision right on that. That hurts me so much. I like to just sit there and watch and know exactly where we are. Ooh, Ashe is dead. She was never cut out for being chased by giant sickle horsemen. Oh, nevertheless, lasted longer than I thought it was going to. That is some masterful kiting there. Hats off to Zach. That took about 5 seconds longer than I thought was going to happen. Alright, how's the defense going? Vygar Cage comes out, CC lands, Ahri disappears instantly. Ooh, nice hook on the Vygar. That should be enough for a kill. No, wait, oh, the cage. Oh, and our entire team is down. It's an ace, and we have mere seconds left on the Rift. Probably ending out the game at sub 23. And DaVinci willing to just chill here by the Nexus instead of ending the game. Okay, it's cool. That's fine. Let's boost the stats on the Ashe. Oh, they all go in! And that damage should be enough for some gold stacked up on the Ashe there. Alright, GG everybody, well played. Have a good season there, DaVinci Charter School, Raptors red. And we'll see you again next week. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Here, I'll get you guys your post-game stats here real quick though first. Let's see. And they should load in momentarily here. Alright, post-game stats. Yep, their platinum mid laner is a wrecking ball. Jungler, definitely working hard for the money. And we were ahead for quite a while in bot lane. Those Hecarim ganks hitting pretty hard later on. Top lane, yeah, not quite where we'd think in terms of a Trundle versus Kale matchup, but a lot of pressure there nonetheless. Not bad. And again, thanks for everybody watching. See you guys a bit later.